Yeah, that's huge. I mean, I could make it work. Okay. Hi, I have to come back. Hi, Glenn. Okay, perfect. Hi, I care. Welcome back. Okay, so I know it wasn't letting some comment earlier. So, so this is what I mean, like whenever I said my stuff printed off the complete different dimensions than what I needed. After um I redid my software update. Yes. Thank you for coming back, Glenn. I'm doing a glass cutting board tonight. I'm just going to change my stuff back to see if that's going to help me. So I'm going to do the exact dimensions and see. Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to do 8.2 by 11.2. This one was just obviously way too big. But this is a mirrored one, but I did this design today and I feel like it spoke so many volumes. So now my stuff is just loading, making sure everything is good. Now I'm going to go ahead and print again. Like I did say, I press my glass cutting boards at 400 degrees for 420 seconds. So I just sent it to the printer. I did 2 different designs today. And I cut my finger as well. So if you see my finger up, it's because it's still bleeding. And I was making a tumbler when it happened. I was more worried about my print having blood on it than anything. Okay, so now it's printing. And I'm hoping this is good. This is where a lot of ink or paper. Yes, I'm okay. I was trimming my paper and I'm still using this one because my other one won't be here tomorrow, but how it's like this, and I'm assuming or just guessing, because how rigid how like this is, um, it caused it to go off course because I was holding my ruler down and then I went to cut and it just went like that. And I swear, like that hurt so bad. But I'm okay. It just hurt. So this one does look a lot better. So what I usually do is I'll grab my cutting board and place it over it first before I do anything else, just to make sure my dimensions are good. And it's a little bit bigger than what I need it to be, but I can just trim that down. And I only had to do 2 different prints. This one was my second one. So what I'm gonna do is I got these cutting boards off of Amazon actually. Now let's just hope I don't cut myself twice. But I'm very, very excited to get the other one. The other one is going to be pink. How was everybody's Tuesday? No, you haven't missed a lot. I just barely printed. This one was too big. After I did my software update, it completely messed with my dimensions that I usually use for each product. But this is my second print, and now I'm just trimming it down to where I need it to be. And I'm gonna make sure I don't cut my finger. I cut my finger today doing a tumbler. But we don't stop, right? And plus, they had already paid for the order, so I really had to get it. Ah, yes, thank you. Please do like, share, and subscribe. You know what? I ended up after the live last night. I woke up to 59 followers, so we're getting there. Woohoo! So this one I can actually go down a little more, only because this is where it was larger at. I just don't want to have my finger in the way. Okay, so this one should be good now. So then I just grab my cutting board one more time, face it down, and make sure I have my space, which is perfect. Perfect, perfect. Now, what I'm gonna do next, this was a big waste. But I did write my dimensions down now, so I won't waste anymore as I do more of the same in this new software update that happened. So I have my heat tape, and then I already have some butcher paper out. So I'm just gonna lay it. I feel so crippled. How was everybody's day? So I'm just gonna lay my image down, and then I'm gonna grab my alcohol and my coffee filter. And then I'm just gonna give it a good few sprays, and then I'm gonna clean my cutting board. Let me move you guys down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing on this side. Right now, I'm just wiping down my cutting board, and then I let it dry before I place my image back down. So I'm just gonna move that. So I was debating on doing one or two cutting boards today. Um, This one I'm just really excited because it's my, like, I worked today on this design just so I can do this one for you guys. But I really like it because it says I am um I can't even read backwards. That's crazy. Okay, so it says I am proof enough of who I am and what I deserve. That's what it is. I am proof enough of what I am or who I am and what I deserve. So I thought it was pretty cool. And it's like a watercolor kind of base kind of thing. So now my cutting board should be dry. So what I'm going to do is flip it back over, place it on top, and make sure everything is back aligned on where it should be. Now I probably should have left a little bit more um white on it because with these you have to um tape it really well. So all I do is pull it to the side and then just place my tape from the bottom. I think cutting boards are the most easiest ones so far because these are probably the most hardest ones to mess up. Um, and then I just rotate. And then what I'm gonna do is probably just rotate it this way. So that way I can get the other side and then get the middles. What did everyone do today? Hi, Andy. Welcome in. So now that I have it taped as so, now I'm just going to go in and tape this one. This much tape is optional, but this is just what has worked for me. That way I make sure like my image doesn't move, especially when I flip it or turn it during the heating time, if I have to, which it's very rare when I do. I think it's just the thicker frames is when I need to flip it. But if you ever do these and you see kind of like white blotches on your ends or on your corners, don't remove that paper. Um, I see a lot of people, they remove it and then it's very hard to realign your image to where you already pressed it. So then when they try to repress it again, um, it makes it look very like doubled or smeared. Okay. So I'm going to grab another roll of tape. And then all my stuff, I swear, like this was a whole bundle. This came with one of my bundles. Um, so I haven't even had to buy tape. Work today. Hi. My day is good. It's really good. I had an order to do today and I got it done. Um, and they ended up purchasing 2 cups. One was already done, but they wanted to add a name, and so they ended up just paying for the second cup as well. So it's always a blessing. And I'm just counting the days down to my vendor event, you guys. Like, I'm excited. I'm just gonna go in like full positivity and let God do his work. Okay, so this is what my taping looks like. And this is a side that has my image on it. And then all I'm gonna do is flip it to where my image is on top. And then I'm just gonna fold my butcher paper over to where it covers my cutting board. Now I am gonna put my heat press on, which is already at 400 degrees for 420 seconds. So now it's just gonna heat up, okay? So let's just chit chat for a little bit. I want to show y'all something so funny. Um, so originally, how I showed you guys last night, my banner. Originally, I ordered one from Amazon and with my same design and everything, and I finally got it today. You're gonna laugh. So they made it look really big. Um, true to size, I would say. They made it look really huge on the website, okay? And when I got it today, I mean, I pulled it out and I was like, what? So let me just show you guys what they sent me. It's so tiny. And this one was originally what I ordered to go on my table um for the vendor event. So I'm so glad I came across the other lady's page for my bigger one. So I have a full size one and I put my order in at like midnight. I was in here creating and I came across her page when I was posting my work and I ended up placing an order and later that day it was ready. So she was really fast and her quality is so good. Like this is really good quality. It is, but it's just little. So I was just thinking, I'm probably gonna hang it over here. I don't know. I'm still gonna make use of it. I did pay for this, and it wasn't expensive at all. It was only like $8. But and I was like, "Oh, okay, I got a deal, $8." And then I mean, I can't complain. This is $8, but yeah, I paid for this. Amazon plays too much, I swear. They play too much. So my heat press is at 205 right now. So now I'm just waiting for it to finish heating up. And then also, I guess while we're waiting, I got some more prints in today. So let me show you guys what I got. I think they're so funny. Or one's cute and one's like super funny. It's a really big, it's like a game sheet. So this one is supposed to be like a true feel, like you're not supposed to feel it hardly ever, like on your shirt. So this is what I got. And then the bottom. So this is what I use for my cotton shirts. Um, and I'm working on getting my own DPS printer. So I'm just gonna start like setting, some of my business money aside until I can save up to get it because those things are expensive. But I mean, I think it's an investment because if I pay, thank you. I think they are so beautiful. Um, and I can't wait to press one, just so that way I can see it, but I can definitely feel it because you can feel this part. Now the other ones I got, and they're like a little bit thicker. Um, but it does feel like good quality already. So I'm just gonna tomorrow I'm gonna cut these up so that way I can store them like my other ones I have here. So I have all of these plus this one for 4th of July. Um, and then of course I have these other ones on this side. And I did find out there will be outlets. So that way I can press my shirts on site. Like they'll be able to pick their shirts. They'll be able to make sure they pick their size, of course. I did get some red, white, and blue shirts, but then I also have black, white, I have pink, I have yellow, I have like a navy blue. I have a whole bunch of different colors shirts. And then I also have different styles of shirts. So I didn't want to just press everything, just in case like it's not somebody's. Oh, thank you. I can't wait to show you guys either. And I do want to kind of um like record like at my vendor. Like once I have it set up, I'm of course I'm going to take a picture so I can show you guys my vendor setup. That way you guys can kind of see like what I've been working on. Like I was thinking of pulling everything back out, but I literally boxed every tumbler that I've done. And then I did get these hats because I have some and I just wanted to try these out. So I got these hats so that way I can put, because with my orders, they sent me some. I love getting stuff from like really good vendors. Like I'm a business supporter myself. But they gave me some like little small ones. They gave me some small DTF prints. So I figured these would be the kind that I'd use like on my like on the hats. So they gave me that for that one. And then on this one, they gave me, I'm at 384 now on my heat press. So we have a little bit of time. They also gave me a teacher one. And then of course it always comes like with their washing instructions, their reviews. They also do their printing or pressing instructions. But they also included, because I also did a gang sheet for one of those a lot of those other designs on there. So they gave me this one. Oh yay. Yes, I definitely will make him a hat. I definitely will. Let me know what style. So this one says happy 250 USA. And I think they're all doubles. Or I have 3 of the same ones. And then 2 of these. So I was gonna put these on the hats. I do have a hat press as well. So that also came with one of my bundles when I bought my actual heat press. So I mean, I can press plates, I can press mugs. I mean, I can press a whole bunch of different stuff. Um, so I'm really excited for, things like that. So I will definitely, I have work to do, guys. I'm telling you, you're like my number one customer. I love it, but I love it. I love it so much. And I've been getting questions on like my pay sign. So that uh pay plaque that I showed you guys yesterday, I'm gonna be taking that with me so I can set it up on my booth. Okay, so now my press is ready to go. I'm gonna turn you guys to my press. So if I don't see, thank you so much. I'm so glad you love it. I love it that you love it. So I'm gonna show you guys over here, and then I'll just be peeking around um to read anything. So now that it's ready, This is the other cutting board that I have that I was going to do too. So now that it's ready, I just pull it out and I have my cutting board inside and I have my image facing down and my cutting boards facing up. So what I did is just put it like a sandwich just so that way I don't get any ink on here, because if I get ink on here, anything I press on here, it transfers to that garment, or um if, especially if it's white, you can't really see it on darks too much. So that's why I use the DTF, the prints I just showed you guys. So now what I'm going to do is just make sure it's in the middle, and it's in the middle. Then all I do is just clamp it down and it's on firm pressure, and I just hit start. So I just let it do its thing. Um, like I said yesterday, the longest part of the entire process is actually making your design, because me, I will definitely change stuff. Like I'm like, oh, I like it. Then I sit back and I look at it, and then I'm like, okay, let me change this or let me change this. So um that's what pretty much I do during the day. Like if my son is content, I'll definitely have my laptop nearby, just so that way I can um be making stuff throughout the day. I brought me something to drink today. Um so that's just what I have so far. Uh and then I can also start sizing. We have 355 seconds left for this one to press. So I have another image loaded up on here. So all I'm gonna do is go in and change my uh dimensions to the one that we just did. That way I know that I'm not gonna waste my paper. So we did 8.2 by 11.2. So 8.2 by 11.2. And of course, my DPI is 300. I rotated it at 90 degrees so that way I can fit it onto the sheet. Although I can print sideways, I still like to print the other way in case I need to make any adjustments. Um, Hopefully with this, I will now have it to where I have all of my dimensions. Um, I do have a little book that I started doing. When I first started, I started writing all of my stuff down, like my times and temperatures on everything. Uh, and then I write down like what brand it is, what the item is. So I started writing all of my stuff down just so that way I can go back and have as a reference. Hey, this is what works for me. Because everything does use different temperatures. So yesterday my tumblers were at 390 for 30 seconds, and then I rotated it 3 times. For my glass cutting board, I did it at 400 and I did it for 420 seconds. Um, for my photo frames, completely different too. Um, so everything does have their different times. Most definitely. So I do what I wanted to do is because HTV Ront has a sheet where it's kind of like a cheat sheet. Like it lets you know it. I mean, they have like every product you can sublimate on um listed on there. So that way um you know what time temperature to do and then what time to do, and it doesn't give you an exact, it gives you like in betweens, and then you just figure out what works for you. But so for the most part, a lot of the stuff what I learned as far as the glass is don't remove your like your image. I flip it to see how it looks, and then if I still need more time, I'll do it by like 15-second intervals. So now we have 175 seconds left. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one printed for my second one that I was going to do. And then on this one, for this image, I looked up original photo, but I did add the wording on it. Um and it's, I love it. Like I love it. So we'll see if, I'll let you guys know if this one sold. Pretty much I'm going to take a picture of my booth, what it looks like before everybody gets there, and then I'm going to take a booth after, like once I'm about to like start setting or putting my stuff back up. So this is how the glass cutting boards came. And they also have like the little rubber stickies in the back. So that way you're not just laying it flat on the surface. So now my other image is printing. And it's the same size cutting board as the other one. So I just went off of those dimensions. And so we'll see if that works for us. And I think too, because when I upscale, um, like sometimes whenever I do it, because it's either times 2 or times 4. Now, times 4 gives you absolutely no pixelation whatsoever. You can zoom in and it doesn't have any pixelation. But times 2, it also has no pixelation, but it's just more, I don't know how to describe it. It just looks 10 times better. So now I'm going to get my cutting board. I haven't wiped anything off yet. So it's a perfect fit. And I still have some space left. So we didn't waste no paper or ink. So now what I'm going to do is just come in and trim it down. And we have 33 seconds left. So I'm probably going to hold off on trimming this one real quick. And I will not be placing my cutting board on there. So let me get my heat resistant glove real quick as well. Because handling glass is like, I've burned myself a few times already. So our 420 seconds are up. I just that one. And then with these, a lot of smoke does come out. So my stuff is yellow here. So that's a good sign. So I'm just going to flip it. And then as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it cooked perfectly. Like it did it so perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit so it can cool down. Usually I place it on my um over here. I have cups everywhere. Really I only have two. One's water and one's Kool-Aid. So I'm gonna just take these off. And then I'm just gonna place it over on a cold surface and let that cool down. It's still on the butcher paper too as well. So it came out so great. I love when things come out like perfect on the first try. I want something with my baby's picture on it. Oh, yes, I can definitely do pictures. That's what I did with the Michael Jackson cup we did yesterday. I can add his name on it. Um, I can, oh, you know what? He hasn't picked up his cup yet. So guess what? I get to show you. Um, he gets off of work about 1:30 in the morning, and I told him that I'd be up. So it's an ex coworker. So I know this person. I don't have somebody just random coming to my house at midnight. So they have their straw. So the tumbler that they had ordered was this one, and I just added her name on it. And I put it in gold in cursive. I don't know if you can see that good. Yeah, there we go. So this is the one that they had ordered. And he ended up just paying for the cup that was already ready and this one. So um I can definitely put pictures. I will upscale your pictures that you do send me because sometimes even on my phone, when I upload the photos or like put them on like glass, I also upscale those photos as well. Thank you so much. I love how it came out. It's for his girlfriend. So she really liked the first one. And so since I had already had his other one ready, um, he ended up paying for both cups. And they're both the same design, except for one I added her name on it. Okay, so now I'm going to trim down this one. Oh, and I'm also gonna make a Selena cup next. Thank you so much. I love Selena, and I figured that would have been like one of the first things that I made. Um, but I'm still working on like all her photos. Some of her photos that they have online aren't like really clear, and I don't want to put blurry images. So I've been like looking for different ones. We went to the Selena Museum last year for my birthday, and I swear it was beautiful. I cried. It was a great time, except for my birthday falls on Labor Day weekend. So of course those prices for the hotel was ridiculous. And then maybe next time we do, we can take our son to the beach because it was really hot, and I didn't want to have him out in the sun like that. He's been really loving today too. I heard her dad passed away. He did. Oh, I felt so horrible. He did. I mean, he pushed her to be who she is, who she was, and she still is because I mean, she is still that girl. I'm gonna turn it this way so I don't cut my bottom layer. So I'm still leaving the white on this one just so you guys can see how I do it the other way. Now earlier when I was doing it, I had my finger like this and then it just went that way. It was horrible. So now I try to tuck it in, but at the same time it makes it bleed all over again. But really, I was really worried about my print instead of my finger. Which my print was good, it was safe, everything was fine. Okay. So since that butcher paper is being used, so I know my print already fits on there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean my surface. Ever since I switched to these, I have not had an issue with um any like lint or any dust or anything on my products. Which is that's what wiping it down with alcohol is for, especially to get rid of any oils that are on there. Um, because if you press it and it has oils, then it'll leave like blotches in your image whenever you press it. And I do always wash my hands before I come into here. So while that's going, I'm gonna get my butcher paper. And this is just regular butcher paper from HEB. Well, I ended up putting the roll I got off of Amazon because it was cheaper, but it's also still the same butcher paper. I don't know why they do that. But I just ended up just using my box so that way it doesn't like unravel in my drawer. So then I grab my cutting board, my image on top of my butcher paper, and then I lay it face down onto my image and I line it up. I always try to make sure it's evenly laid onto my image because I feel like you'll be able to see if it's crooked if it's not. There it goes. Okay. So here it has like the extra paper on the outside or sticking out. So then on that, I just place my tape on my corners and I kind of press in to get the tape to attach to my print. And then I did turn my press off, so I am going to turn it back on. So that way it's ready. It shouldn't even be too cooled down, so it won't take as long for it to heat back up. And then I go alongside and do it long ways the same way and run my finger down. And then on that part, I will probably put like 2 to 3. These seem a little bit bigger than the other cutting boards that I did previously, because the other ones I got them from Hobby Lobby, and those are the smooth top sides. And our last piece of tape, okay, now that I'm all done taping, this is what it looks like whenever you have that overlap. You're able to tape it this way. So then, of course, image down. We'll fold it over. This one wasn't quite as big. I probably should have did it bigger, but guess what? I still have an extra sheet right here that I'm just gonna lay under. And our heat press is ready. So there that one goes. And then now we can put it on our press. Same way we did the other one. And glass does take a while to cool down, so I'm going to check the other one as well when I put this one in. So again, our image is face down. You put the butcher paper so you don't ruin your Teflon sheet. Um, or else that's the easiest way for you to have to keep buying them. I do have a few extra on hand just in case. That was hot. I do have extra on hand for just in case. And then this too, I put magnets on it so I didn't have to keep taking it off and putting it back on. And it's heat resistant as well. So then now put it on, clamp it down, and push start. I'm going to check the other one. And we're cool enough so I can touch it. And I'm going to fix it on top of my glove. I guess I need to get me a little heat mat or something. So this, I just take off all my tape. It's still a little bit hot, but I mean, it's touchable. I just hate having to take my tape off when I'm wearing those gloves because it always gets stuck. This is probably the most satisfying part, is taking off your tape. I swear, because when I do my tumblers, like I don't want it to show me anything until I'm ready to look at like how it did. Jose, hi. Um, you just gotta get the hang of it. This one that I'm undoing now, I did my design today throughout the day. Just so I can press it on a cutting board. I love it. It's really fun. It's very, very fun. Okay. So now I can peel my paper off. And then this is what it came out. And you know what? This is a mess up. You want to know why? Can anybody spot why it's messed up? I messed up and I didn't catch it. Oh my God. I didn't catch it. So this one's just going to be in my office. But can anybody tell me how I messed this one up? I love the design. Thank you. But it was mirrored. So when you're looking at it, when I'm looking at it this way, it's reading backwards. So yeah, this is how it's supposed to read. This is the back of it. But it came out really cute. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and redo it. And make sure my image isn't mirrored. Then that means that one's mirrored. The one we have in the press right now. Let me check. it's mirrored as well. Uh-oh. That was a big oops. So that's two of them that I mirrored it. So my wording's going to be backwards on two. When I do my preset, usually it doesn't mirror my stuff. So I guess now with this update version, um, it automatically mirrors it anyways. Oh, thank you. So you really have to be careful when you're doing your work you got. Yes, and I didn't catch it until right now that I undid it. Um, but I still love it. I mean, I'm still going to keep this in my office. Um, so for glass, you're not supposed to mirror it. Um, like on your tumblers and things like that, you do mirror it, but on glass you don't, just for this reason. Um, Now I will say it still came out cute, but then the one that we just put in the press is also mirrored and it's not supposed to be. So the update that happened because my software was kicking me off last night. So I had to do an update on it. And when you select a preset, it's supposed to automatically know whether to mirror it or not. I don't like to be fake. I really don't. Ugh, I don't. I will be as real with you as much as possible. Um, and just to let you know, like, how really it is. And now you guys see firsthand, like, I made two mistakes, not one, but two. And I'm laughing. I just think it's so funny. Um, but it's also two products that could have, gotten sold too. So I'm okay with it though. It's a learning lesson only because I really thought my software was going to do me right. So we have 23 seconds. I'm just going to go ahead and unmirror my designs because they're on. And turn it off. Okay, so now this one is done. Now, I'm also gonna check just to make sure that it heated evenly. Even though this one's a mess up too, I still want it to be done right. So we're gonna unclamp it. Can you guys see that? Okay. So I'm gonna unclamp it. I'm gonna flip it. Always put your gloves on. Yeah, so this one also came out backwards too. So, but it came out really well. Like it still came out very, very well. So all I'm gonna do is just unmirror it, and then that way we can redo it. And then just hopefully not mess up this time. But for the most part, so I unmirrored it. I have, let me grab some more that I have. Oh, I swear. My finger's still throbbing too. Yes, we all do make mistakes. Hi, honey. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Oh, I hate when they go in through breakups. My daughter had went through one a few months back. She cried it out and she's doing better. It's always good to cry it out. Okay, so let me grab my cutting boards. So I have two more. But I tell y'all, I like to keep stuff on hand. So I told her they are many, many. Yes. There's too many fish in the sea. Too many out there. Trust me, her next one is going to be the best and biggest upgrade ever. Okay, so I'm still going to display this one in my office. So I'm still going to use it. Okay, so I made sure my mirroring is off. So now I'm just going to reprint it. I still have paper in my, for my bypass tray, I only put a few sheets in there. Like for my bottom one, I'll let that fill up because whenever, like for my bypass tray, it's leaning against my wall, so I don't want it to curl. Oh, goodness. Okay, yes, go take care of her. Tell her we love her. What is it, like breakup season? Okay, so it's sending to my printer. We're gonna get it right this time. And the other one is cooling down. So I'm gonna just go ahead and unpackage this one. I'm determined to get it right. And I made sure my mirror was off. So, and I already know my dimensions are good. Yeah, I'm gonna let Sawgrass know they need to fix this. So while that's finishing up printing, I can go ahead and clean my cutting board. That way it's already ready to go. And then whenever it's sublimation, this it has a white coated film on it. So you'll definitely know what side to do whenever you do it. Anything that's not sublimation, like if you do, how much do these sell for? These go for $50. I sell mine for 50 and they've been going. Um some do, just depending. Like if I'm making my complete image by hand, they're 50. Fully customizable. You can add whatever you want to it. It comes with the stand. Um so that way, like I want you to get what you like. If you're paying that much for something, then I want it to be something that you're going to be like, "Oh yeah, that's really nice." So I do take my time on a lot of my designs. But if it's something like, say, if somebody orders it and say, "Hey, I already have my image," I'm not going to charge them that much for it if they've already got it. I had one lady earlier in my neighborhood ask me if I can do shirts for her. Um, she already had some made, but she was just shorted one. And so, but I don't have a DTF printer and she just wanted the print. So I was like, if it's sublimation, I can do it. But um for DTF, I mean, I just sent her to the lady I usually go to. My vinyl store is going to be closed for like a week. So that's why I ended up having to find somebody else that can do them like on demand. Thank you. At first I thought I was overpricing, but I mean a lot of my stuff that I use is really good quality. and it's not going to be something that's going to fade out, or it's not going to be something that's, going to be ruined um over time. That, and then I mean the ink I'm using is pretty expensive. Thank you. Yes, it is great quality. I'm so glad you think so. I really, really do take my stuff, like, I don't want to sell anything that's messed up. Like that Hello Kitty cup we did last night. That is, it's still actually in here in my room. Um but my daughter says she'll use it for her iced coffee and stuff. She's like, you can't even tell. Oh, you do graffiti? Yes. Thank you. I'm so glad you're teaching. I know I love doing your stuff. I love it. I actually have some UVDTF stickers that I forgot to give you. So I definitely have some. And you know what? I can actually show it to you because it's quite a few, and you can put them on the glass jars. Um I would love to see some of your graffiti. Definitely. Um I think that would actually go really good on the with the sublimation that I do. Okay, let me grab my butcher paper. I threw the other one because the ink bled on my sheet. So it's always good to have some on hand. So when I was running low, I had already um had another one on the way. I want to make sure we're at the right length this time. And then we'll close the lid crash. It turned green. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can see kind of the discoloration. That's where the ink bled through. So it just catches it so it doesn't go on to like any of your garments or anything. So image down, flip it over, and make sure it's lined up. And then we go back in and tape it. I love graffiti. You know what? As a kid, like I wanted to I'm gonna do a picture for Lulu, so keep a lookout for it. Oh yeah, I definitely will. I really will check it out. I'll even support you, shoot. I'll be like, hey, can you make me this in graffiti? I did purchase a like a text prompt generator from this one lady that I've been following, and she's been like, she teaches like classes and stuff, and she has a generator, and it does all kinds of different like um it does all kinds of different styles of wording. Like I can do the bubble, I can do the retro, I can do the, and it's a one-time payment for her stuff. And on her lives, you can always get it on sale. And then that's where I always do my little cartoon characters. That's it too. Oh, I bet she's gonna love it. I know she's gonna love it. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited now. I'll be checking my YouTube all the time. And I have my notifications on for YouTube. So then I'm just going back in and taping it. Now this one, I should have caught it earlier. It's okay though. Completely okay. I just can't believe I did the same mistake twice. That's funny. So now that we've got that going, let me turn my press back on. And we're good to go. So then we just flip it. And I still cut it. You know what? I could probably do it this way. No, I don't think it's gonna work that way. Maybe. Maybe not. So let me just cut another piece. I don't need a piece either. I didn't know how expensive butcher paper actually was. She is such a wonderful person. She really is. And I'm so glad she has all your guys' support too. Like, she deserves it and so much more. So we're at 365 right now. So it's still heating up just a bit. What I am going to do is also print my next one. And my mirroring is off on that too. And I have to load more paper. I'm just going to load one sheet in there. Because that's all that I need. I'm just going to double check all my stuff. And then we're printing. So while this one's almost done heating, this one's ready to go. And so now we just wait to do the other one. I don't know where I put the other one at. And so where did it go? I know I brought two out. That's crazy. I really don't know where it went. Okay. Our heat press is ready. So let me turn you guys. Oops, I took a photo. Sorry. My phone has that where you tap the back and it takes a photo. So we've got it here in the middle. We are going to cover it and press it. And then I'm going to show you guys how the other one looks. Or no, you know what? I'm not going to spoil it. But I really don't know where I put the other cutting board. I really have no idea. The other one I had in the box. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut. How much money is involved in your equipment? A lot. Just depending on what you get. And it also depends on what you want to do. So the regular eco tank, printers, you can convert it, but it voids that warranty. Now, um, I have been wanting to change my logo. I love your logo though. Um, but you can convert your printer, and so which converting your printer just means don't put the ink that came with it. You just have to purchase a sublimation ink. Um, which Amazon also has it. You can find printers on sale. I think I have, because I also have a regular printer, like where I just do like my paperwork and stuff like that. Um, I got that one on sale for 159, I believe. Um, but this one is sublimation. So it's I leave it plugged in because it has to clean, like it does a self maintenance. So what that means is my ink isn't gonna clog. Um, and it's always going to be, ready to use. So with the converted ones, that one's a little bit more tricky, only because I've seen so many people say that such and such color isn't working, or they're having problems with how their quality comes out, as far as like their colors, or one color is not printing. So that's just it just really, really depends on what you want to do. Um this printer here I got when I this is the first printer I started. Well, first I started with the regular inkjet printer. Um and then I ended up not liking it, because I did do the converting on it. I put the sublimation ink, but apparently, like, the ink that I got, or it just wasn't working for me. So I just ended up getting a printer that's made for sublimation. Um, Now this one online runs. Uh, I think this one was a little over 3,000. Um, for the printer itself, and it also came with ink, but the ink, like, you can pick which package you want. The one we got was just a standard, so that came with my cartridges like halfway full. It did last me a while, but that's whenever I had my trial and error. Now I will say the ink on this is very expensive because it takes four cartridges. So um I have my black, cyan, magenta, and yellow. Each cartridge runs you at least about 70 something each. So total for all four is a little over $300 for your ink. Um, but I love it. It's really great quality. Very vibrant. You can change your settings on it. Um, I mean it's really, really good. Oh, you're very welcome. Yes, I sure will make up for it soon. I'm telling you, I'm very motivated. But a lot of my sales that I get, I put it aside, um, because so that way I can make sure I have the funds to keep up with my ink. Um, so I write everything down. I'm old school, so I write it so I can visually see it. And that way I write, like, what I sold, how much I sold it for. I put my total. Then I break it down to what my expense of my materials are. And then I just add a little bit for the ink. And then that way when I'm running low, like, my ink levels on my computer will tell me, and it also shows me on my screen here. And then that way I know to order more. Um but it's definitely, I love it. I really do. I know Epson also has a Sure Color. I think those run about like $600-700, and it's for sublimation as well. Um so I mean there's different ones. It's just really whatever fits in your budget. just to get you started. If you do ever have any questions, I'm happy to answer them for you. I really don't know where I put that other cutting board though. It's nowhere in sight. I'm gonna just grab another one. Hold on. I'm sure it'll turn up. I just have no idea where I put it. So we have 13 seconds left on the one we have in the press. So it's about to beat. So what we're gonna do is put on our glove. A lot of this stuff you can find on sale. Like Amazon Prime Days, they had so much stuff for such a good price. I got my press from Amazon and it came with so many different attachments. So my paper is yellow. It's always a good sign. Yeah, you don't want it super, super dark or burnt, in other words. So that one came out really well, but I am gonna press one more time towards the top only so I can get the vibrant part up on there. So I'm just gonna lay it. I'm gonna make sure no ink is showing. And then I'm just gonna turn it this way. And I'm only gonna press it for a little bit. I'm not even gonna put the timer. So this one should be ready as well. Yeah, this one's good. But this one just came out backwards. So we check it. And this time I have my image facing up. So it's almost there. The bottom is just more vibrant than the top. So that's where I'm trying to get. Oh, that's hard. So then if anything, what I do is I'll push down on my press just to kind of get that even um press going. It's definitely a workout too, because putting pressure, and then of course it's hot. So I love how it has the handles on the side. So then we check it one more time. And it's still not where I want it to be, but it's almost there. So this is what I do. Now, when it's coming out like that, that's why I say do not remove your um your image. So this is just regular copy paper and it's quite a bit of it too. So what I do is I'll get it and I'll place it down in the middle and then I just take my um board and place it and that way it has like that even press. um I have been looking into some like press pillows because that will also, but those things are like $30. And I'm like, I saw this hack. So I was like, okay, I mean, I have a bunch of paper. Because when I bought my regular printer, um, they gave me like 2 boxes of copy paper with it. So it was also a bundle deal. So when I tell you a bundle deal is so great. We're going to check it again and see if that helped us. We're almost. I don't know why. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. But it's not where I want it to be. So I'm going to leave it faced up, and then I'm just going to leave it for a little bit. The rest of it's pretty good. So while that's going, I am going to clean off my other cutting board. Did I already clean it? I think I already cleaned it. Did I clean it? How much for the heat press? This one, yes, thank you so much. I'm trying to teach you the best that I can. This is what's been working for me. For my heat press, I think I got it on sale for, I think it was like 179. Um, and it came with the different attachments. I can do mugs with it. It's detachable units. Um, can I burn it? Like my image? Is that what you're meaning? Like, can I burn my image? I feel like I did clean it. Yes, you can burn your stuff. Um, now and you'll be able to tell like when it's burnt. Now that came out so much better. So now we're just gonna hit it right over here on our cooling area. And then of course this paper is like really hot too. So I'm just gonna put that over here. Yeah, you can burn it. It comes out like brown. So what I was taught was if it turns out brown, turn your heat down. And then if it's not, then turn your temperature up. Like if it's not transferring all the way, you could turn your heat up. It's either turn your heat up, but I wouldn't do it by much. Just turn up your time. So that one's cooling. I'm leaving my press on. And then I just want to make sure this is dry. Okay. So we're going to place it back down. And it's very hard. I think it's very hard to burn stuff. Because at the same time it's like you like for your timer, like with me, I experimented. So I will definitely have to yeah, you definitely have to use the gloves. These are heat resistant gloves, which also came with one of the bundles that I got. Like everything that I got was a bundle deal. So, I mean, I think that's best is to get it in a bundle only because I mean, it's going to be other stuff that you need as well. So, Jose, what got me in this to start was because I had quit my job at the end of January this year. So, um I decided to be my own boss. So I just invested. It's an investment um because the more you do it, the more you um the better you get at it. I mean, you want to do stuff. I mean, there's like when I first started it, I didn't realize how many other people are doing the same thing, you know. Um so I just decided to say, hey, like let me make my stuff a little different than what everybody else is doing. Um So that's why, I mean, I joined a bunch of groups. I joined, to see, um to get knowledge, like what's working for everybody. And they're very helpful groups, don't get me wrong. Um, but I think now I've been doing this 4 months now. Um, and I'm actually able to help other people with everything that I've learned, you know. Um, it is a learning process. Yesterday on my live, I let everybody know, like, I did not. So the bundle is the way to go. Yes. Yes, you do have to use special gloves. The heat resistant gloves, because I was using a dish towel at first. Yeah, it didn't work that way. I mean, it worked, but it also went through there too. Now, if I hold it long enough, even with the heat resistant gloves, you can still feel it. So I try not to like hold it for too long, just for that reason. Okay, so our taping is done. This is what our tape looks like. And you see how it has the extra of the print? That's perfectly fine. I'd rather have extra than to not have enough. So then we close it up. This time I put enough butcher paper. You're so thank you so much. I mean, I really did like get into it whenever I started this. Like I did so much research. And then at first, like I was so discouraged at first when I first started, because I'm like, my stuff doesn't look like everybody else's stuff. Have you seen anyone do graffiti? No, I haven't. I haven't watched, or I haven't seen anybody. I don't think I've seen any videos yet. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you ran into my channel too. I love it. I love having you here. I haven't seen anybody do any graffiti videos. I really haven't. That's crazy. Now that you mention it. But I love the way graffiti looks. Like I really do. I mean, I think it's really beautiful. And you know what, guys? I still have not found I still have not found that cutting board. Like I have no idea where it went. Um, but I feel like I'm missing something. But definitely for the bundles, because with my heat press, I can, like I mentioned earlier, I can do the hats, I can do plates, I can do different size mugs. I think it gave me up to a 15-ounce mug. Um, Although I did have to buy a different tumbler press, only because the ones that came with this one, it told me I can do tumblers, but I had to do like half and half at a time. Um, and that was messing up. So I ended up doing some research and I got an auto press tumbler here, which also was a bundle deal. And I got some um sublimation paper, I got heat tape, I got a pair of gloves with it. I got a few blanks. They gave me, actually, I think they gave me a pack of 8 tumblers. They gave me a pack of 4 frosted glass tumblers, and then they also gave me a 4 pack of mugs in that bundle. And I think that only came out to like 230 for all of that. So it's definitely worth it, because to be honest, I've already made my money back with this for my tumblers. I've already made that money back. And then of course you're still making more. Um, I charge 30 a tumbler for each of my tumblers. Um, because I do all of my designs myself. So I really do take time in like creating all of my designs. Um like for my DTFs too, I've done some of those designs. There is maybe one or two in there that are not my designs, but I just had them put on there because it's something that's popular that's going around. And then of course it is 4th of July. So oh, thank you. It is a really great price. It really is. If you look if you look more into it, because I didn't do a whole lot of research when I first started, and I probably should have, because I thought this is what I needed. Um and I can do anything. So sublimation does not work on cotton. Um on a cotton shirt. Like, and you can only use it on light colored shirts. So it has to be 65% or higher of polyester. A lot of people don't like the polyester because of the feel, because of the see-throughness. Um, so that's why I also use DTF for my cotton shirts. So that way it sticks, it's vibrant, it doesn't crack, it doesn't peel, it doesn't nothing. Um, you can stretch it. um Now sublimation is a whole different game changer. Like, and let me see, I don't think I have anything in here that's sublimation. Oh, I do have something that I sublimated. Let me grab it for you real quick. So this is one of the first shirts I did when I did sublimation. Like this one, I can stretch it, like it's not going anywhere. Like it's not, and it goes into the fabrics. For sublimation, it goes when I do a shirt, yes, I sure will. I was thinking of doing that tomorrow. Because I do have to press a few shirts tomorrow. Um, but when you sublimate onto a shirt, like there's absolutely, you can't feel anything. Like the the ink is, it releases a gas whenever you press it, so it goes into the shirt. So yes, I love this one. This is one of the first ones that I've done when I did sublimation. And a lot of the stuff that I've already pre-made and what I've been working on, a lot of that is going to my thank you. Um I'm taking it to my vendor event this weekend. So I mean, even though like I've been creating a whole bunch of different stuff, um, I'm also gonna be uh taking it with me. Now I wasn't 100% sure if I should do any wind spinners. Um, because I'm not sure how out here how they would sell. Um, I can show you guys one that I have. I still have it hanging over here just so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about when I say a wind spinner. So this is my wind spinner. So I just sublimated all the way across. And then it just, you just hang it outside. Inside, outside, it's perfectly fine. But this is what the wind spinner is. And then I love watching it. Like that is so, it's gorgeous. I love it because the colors came out so vibrant. Like, I don't think it does it justice, but in person, it's like, it's gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I love doing these are easy too. These are easy like cutting boards as well. So our stuff is done. So we're gonna check it. I'm gonna turn you guys so you can see. And then I'm also gonna put my heat glove on. And then we're going to flip to see how it came out. And it came out perfectly. So I can turn that one off. I could probably do a shirt right now too, if y'all want me to. I can definitely do a shirt. I don't know, I love this stuff. Yes, I can definitely do it for you. My Facebook, Lilo's Customizations. You can, I don't know, because how I mentioned yesterday, I don't know about the chat on here. I don't know if you can do it, but you can definitely reach out to me. Um, Send me your photo. My it should have my contact information on there, so that way you can reach out to me. Um, and I always have my business phone with me, so I can definitely do it for you. So I'm gonna just take off this one. This one's pulled down already. So this is what the other one was supposed to look like before. And then I pretty much got all the ink off of that sheet. That's how much ink was left on there. And this is what it came out. I did this one. Um, and two, like my daughter inspired me to do this one because she doubts herself a lot. Um, so I thought that this would be great. But I love it because this is like, these are tree branches right here. And it just represents growth. Um, so I really love how this one came out. I did it. I put the whole design together from the background, from the fence to the flowers to the wording to I did everything on this. Everything, every bit and piece. Um let's see. I can definitely be able to do a shirt while that other cutting board is cooling down if y'all are good with that. And then the only thing I do for the cutting boards after I'm done, or like after they've already cooled down, is I take another coffee filter with my mixture that I have. Um, Baby shampoo, water, and half a cap of alcohol. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really try. Like, I'm after, not just because of all the money that I've invested in it. I've grown to really like creating these things. So it does leave like a little bit of residue. I don't know if you guys can see it, like how it has like the white spotting. That's from the printer paper. So before I um sell it, I'll wipe it and it just comes right off. So I wipe it with that mixture. I don't wipe it with 100% alcohol only because it's gonna eat at the uh at the ink. Um After, I mean, it's perfectly good to go. You can clean it with really whatever. But as it's freshly pressed, you definitely don't want to put straight alcohol on it. So I do this with pretty much every item. I even do this to my tumblers. Okay, yeah, I can definitely do a shirt. I'll even let you pick the uh the design, and I'll show you all of the designs that I have. Okay. So, all cleaned and it's ready to go. And I'm going to turn you guys this way so you can see my designs I have. So, this one is just a mixture. Um, well, I added a mixture, but I have the Dallas Cowboys. I did this one. I'm a Texans fan. I'm sorry. Um, but I did this one because I had a request for it. So, I have that one. I have Houston versus all y'all, and then I have Houston Astros, and I have a glitter Betty Boop Astros. This is glitter. So it's gonna be sparkly when it's on your shirt. Um, and then I have this one, the Proud Mom, and I also have this same one in Proud Dad. And then these I have. These are inspired from Ella Langley's song that she did, Choosing Texas. So this one just has the sweet tea and the bluebell. And then we also have one with Dr. Pepper and Bucky's and all the other stuff on there. Jose, you want to pick? And then I also did one with margarita. I seen different requests, and then I did one with the 7 brew also. The only one that's not originally my design is the Dr. Pepper. That one is that's the one that's just been floating around on the internet, and then I just happened to switch up like the drinks, the other icons. Um, the Betty Boop, I can definitely do the Betty Boop. I love her. She's so cute. So we'll do that one. So we're gonna do Betty Boop. And I put these on here because this is what it's gonna look at or look like at my vendor show. So that way they'll be able to pick what they want. Jose, I also have for 4th of July on the opposite side. Um, including the gang sheet that I still have to cut up and package up like this. Also 4th of July. Because the event that I'm attending is the 250th anniversary. So we got our transfer, and then for these, since it's going to be on cotton, a cotton shirt, you press it at 315 degrees for 15 to 20 seconds. Now, what I've seen worked for me is pressing it for 20 seconds. So let me grab a t-shirt. And I think this one would actually look good on either a white or even a black shirt. What do you think? Do y'all want it on a white or a black shirt? You were gonna pick that one too? I heard you like Betty Boop too. Y'all are on the same page. I love it. Yes. So yeah, some will look good on like a versatile shirt. So this one I'm actually gonna put her on a white one. So that way you can just see all her colors pop and stuff. So I'm gonna grab a white one and I'm gonna do a size large for this one. And I keep all of my shirts in tubs. So I have a whole shelf full of these. Um, I made labels. This one doesn't have one because this is a container I just got. So I have all of my shirts inside a container. So I try to keep very organized. Oh, you picked white too. Perfect. So this is where I was going to say, because I made my labels too. I can make stickers, labels. I did this when I labeled each container. I still have to label the other ones that I had just bought because I did buy a whole bunch more shirts just for this event. Um, you're making some popcorn. Give me some. But I did these labels too. So this one, I am gonna turn my heat press on, and I'm gonna change my uh temperature and my time. So I just hit my set, and then we do it at 315 for, I'm doing it for about 20 seconds. This part's gonna take a little bit because I had it at 420 seconds. Oh, I said 20. Okay, and then I hit set, and then you can just choose Celsius or Fahrenheit. So I always do Fahrenheit. So I let that go. Now let me grab my lint roller because this part is very, very important. So you want to start with a fresh lint roller. And then what I like to do while that's heating up, which it's pretty much already ready since it just had to cool down. So what I do is lay it on top. I don't like to press my collar, so I like overlap it up top so that way it doesn't get pressed, especially with the black shirt, because then you'll have like that little mark on it, and I don't like that. So what I do is I get my lint roller and grab off anything extra on the shirt, like any of the lint, so that way your stuff adheres to your fabric. So there was that. And you'd be surprised at what's on these shirts. So this one really didn't have much, because at first I just had them stored on the shelf, but then I saw that if you put them in containers, they're less likely to have any debris on them as far as like any dust and things like that. So I deep clean my room, my craft room once a week. So then you want to pre-press your shirt for maybe 5 to 8 seconds. you pre-press it just to get all the moisture out of the shirt. And then you take it back out. Let me grab my ruler because I always like to make sure it's centered. So then you get your transfer and you place it on. Now, it's 4 fingers down just to make sure it's not sitting like right up at your neck. And then with my ruler, I like to measure it to make sure it's centered. Now, what I did see a lot of people do is fold their shirts in half and press it, but that didn't work for me. Because I still feel like my stuff was off. So this is 4.5 on this side and then 4.5 on this side. So we're centered. We're ready to go. And then this is all that's to it. So then optional for a DTF if you want to cover it with a butcher paper or anything like that, or if you want to tape it down. But this is pretty good. So that way your image doesn't move during, the press time. So we're ready to go. We're going to put her under and then we're going to press it. What I did invest in is a cooling block because some DTFs are a hot peel, some are a cool peel, and some are a cold peel, just depending on what you have, what kind of DTF it is. So that one's ready. And then what I like to do is I'll grab my cooling block and just go over my entire image. Can you guys see that okay? It's 1 a.m. here, but I'm still eating popcorn. I don't want to turn into a gremlin. Oh, now you're hungry. No, me too. So now that we've rubbed it, what I like to try to do is peel it just a little. And if it's still sticking to your print, then you just re-press it again. And then we'll go back over it again with the cooling block. Very technical. I make it look easy. Oh, trust me, I've had my trial and error. I really have. Um, when I first started, I had I didn't know I wasn't able to sublimate on cotton. So I was trying to do sublimation on cotton, which is what I did with my cutting boards. I didn't know I couldn't do that on cotton. Like it doesn't stick to cotton, it doesn't stay after that wash. It's coming all right off. Like, and then by 3 washes, your shirt's completely blank. Um, so I ended up buying a sublimation spray. I sprayed my shirt and then I try to sublimate it on that. But I really won't sublimate anything on cotton. There's so many different hacks that people use, but I won't do that because I mean I don't want to sell something that's gonna eventually not work or not look good when you wear it. So I want to make sure like I'm selling you something that is going to be lasting. So this one more than likely is a cool peel. So we're just going to make sure that we have everything cooled. And I always feel it. So we are good to go. So now we take one corner, you do it by a corner, and then you just peel it. So I'm just about to just let it rip. And then after you take off your film, you're gonna go back in and press it for like 8 seconds. And then your shirt is ready. I'm going to turn you guys this way so that way you can see. And then what I also like to do, because how it has this line down here, I will go back in and iron the shirt out so it doesn't have the lines of my press. So before I get it packaged up and ready, um, how much does this one cost? I usually charge 25 for mine, but since this one was just completely easy, I do 20 a shirt. Because you have to take in account like how much you spend on your shirts, how much you spend on your prints, um, and then of course your the time that you do it. It didn't take me long. It didn't. Um, and then these aren't going anywhere. Like stretch, and she's not moving. Like she's still good. So, and she's cute. She's really cute. But that's it to making a shirt. So then all I do before I package is I go in and I press out my um marks, which is just how we did the other one, 5 seconds. And then that way you are making sure that you give them a ready to wear shirt. Now these, you won't be able to wash them until 24 hours. Just so that way it can really, really set in. So all of mine are pretty much already going to be sitting, just so that because I mean I'm pre-making them before I come to my event, so they'll be really just be ready to wash. And you definitely don't want to wash your stuff before you put anything on it. Same with sublimation. If you do, I believe you have to let it sit for you have to let it sit for 72 hours before you can do anything on it. But this is how it looks. And that's how we do a shirt. And it's a pretty big image. Like the shirt looks itself big, but it's a pretty big image. So this is about an 11-inch. So depending on the size of your shirt, um, it's also gonna vary. Your print is also gonna vary. So the bigger your print, the more your print costs. So let's say if I had a DTF printer, so when I pay for someone to make my prints, there if you don't, the lady that I started buying them from, um she has like a bundle. If you get more than 50 prints, then each print is like $4.25 each. So um taking into account of what, because I think these shirts itself are about, I think they're like almost 650 each. But so 20 bucks for a nice shirt, good quality, I think is worth it. What do you guys think? Am I overcharging? And then her glitter, I don't know if you guys can you see her shimmer? She's shining. Like she really is shining. She's got glitter all over. Like everything's got glitter on here. And then glitter is optional too. I just thought this one was really cute. Great price. Thank you. At first I was thinking, I was like, man, like at first I thought I was overcharging, but taking into account that everything that goes into it, like the preparation, anything that either needs to be changed, anything that, you know, um depending on like your quality, you can go buy a $5 shirt. This one I got at Ross. And look how she turns out. Like her face is coming off. That's not going to happen with these. You charge just a little bit more. I usually charge 25. Sublimation is different. Um Sublimate my sublimation shirts start at 30, 35, just depending on the size. Now, my shirts go from small to extra large are 25. I do toddler sizes too, which are $15 because I mean their shirts are small. So their images are going to be small. Um and then anywhere from extra large to I think I only go up to about a 4X that I've had to do before. I charge 35. Okay, so we are also ready to um untape the other cutting board. There's a group that I follow, but you couldn't find it. My live stream. Oh, like the recap on it? I think it's posted to my page now. I think it's the first video that pops up on there. But I don't think it did like the whole it was just the highlight of the live. I think that's the only thing that that's the only thing that it let me do was just that highlight. Maybe I can figure it out, or unless maybe that's what it said that was private. I think it said private, and then I think I can change it. So I didn't get around to being able to change it earlier, but I can definitely go in and look to see if I can change it. So that way it'll be public. Right, are y'all ready to see this one? I love how this one came out. So that's how this one came out. Hi, welcome back, honey. You just missed the shirt I pressed, but I will definitely show you. So this is how the other one was supposed to come out. So it does say, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. It's 1 Corinthians 16:34. So, how is she doing? Thank you so much. I love it. Like, it's got that, it's got that, like the kind I would see in my grandma's house. um, like in those big picture frames that they had. So that's what I was going for with this one. Thank you so much, Jose. Thank you. Feel good cooking and more. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I did do the text on it. So I did it in cursive and then it has like a small thin outline. Um, but is your daughter doing better now? I know it's gonna take some time, but at least so that way she can at least try to rest. I am gonna check. to see because I do have that one gentleman picking up his order. Okay. So sorry. He had messaged me earlier. But if not, he can always pass by before he goes to work. She wants kids and a husband. I told her you are young and you will meet a good man. Yes, she sure will. She sure will. I think that's what my daughter's going through too. This one? How much is this one? These go for 50. And it comes with the stand. Like so that way you can have it for display. That way you're not having to go out and buy the stand separately. Mine's included. Yeah, my cutting boards go for 50. Oh, for your parents for kids. These will make great Christmas gifts. These really will. You can fully customize it to whatever you want. No additional charge for anything. I mean, you can add 100 photos onto this thing and it's still going to be $50. I just like wiping off the debris off the back because the paper from the sublimation paper, that way it's ready to sell. Honey, I'm about to show the shirt. Okay. So we're all good to go. So we did this one. And then we also did this one. So we did both of those. And then we also did our t-shirt. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. She's glittery. Yes, and she's glittery. So I just did this one right before you hop back on. Um, Heartbreak is always gonna take some time. Definitely, it sure will. And then, of course, it will bling bling, make it ring. Thank you, thank you. Um, yeah, it's definitely gonna take time. I think my daughter, I had to force her to eat on her last breakup, because she wasn't eating. She wasn't. It was she didn't do it that great, but she's so much better now. The Astros are baseball. Astros are baseball. Um, Basketball is Rockets. She said no to Subway. Aw, I hope she I hope she does come around. Hopefully, when she wakes up, she's a little bit refreshed and ready to start a new day. It's hard to see your kids like that though. It really is. And then I save these because whenever they purchase them, they get packaged back into these. And then I'll put my sticker on it as well. He loves basketball. I don't know. I mean, I love them, but I don't sit and watch it. It does that sound weird? Probably, but I don't sit and actually watch it. Lately, I haven't even been able to actually like sit and enjoy much. The only day is Sundays. I usually do take off to kind of like reset for the week. Um, so that would be my only day. And I think this past Sunday we watched the Michael Jackson movie and it was great. Oh, she likes the Betty Boop. Yes. Oh, she loves the Betty Boop. Yes. Yes. I think that a lot of people are forgetting about Betty Boop because my daughter was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "Really?" And they swear they know everything. But I honestly, um, I mean, I love doing this stuff, and I wasn't creative before at all. Marilyn Monroe. Oh my god, yes. I actually have a Funko Pop of her. So I was a big collector, or we were big collectors on Funko Pops. Let me grab it because it's in this room. So she's unopened and everything. Oh, she's asking for one. I got you. Just let me know her size. And then if anything, just visit my it is cute. I love these. So we ended up doing a big binge of Funko Pops. And I'm actually selling my lot. The ones I have in here are not for sale, but I do have a ton. I did a lot of Disney. My husband did them pops are pricey. They are. My goodness, they really are. Um I have all of the Selena ones that they came out with. Um and I have Jax Teller from Sons of Anarchy. He's probably my most high priced one. Um, but the ones I'm getting rid of, I'm literally giving pretty much I'm giving them away because I'm not selling them what I paid for. Yes, I do. I have Post Malone, I have Belle. And Belle from Beauty and the Beast, I actually went to a convention center and I had got her to sign it for me. So I met her. Um, and then I also got it from uh let's see, I got a signature from Johnny Lawrence from Karate. Um Cobra Kai, I'm sorry. Um or the Funko Pop I have is from him from Cobra Kai. So I got to meet Johnny Lawrence. I got to meet Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And then I also got to meet Miklo and Magic from Blood In, Blood Out. Then I got to meet Puppet from American Me. Um, who else? I think that's about it as far. But I got to meet all of those people and it was awesome. Like it was so great. I have photos, I have their signatures, I have everything. I actually have the other Marilyn Monroe in black and white, and I can pull that for you too. So this one is her exclusive. It's so freaking cute. So cute. Oh, they're all gonna want one. Yes. I do bundle deals as well. I do. You get four more shirts, they're 15 each. Four more shirts are 15 a piece. So, but this one, they won't ever make any more of these. And I got number 24. Um, so definitely I love it. But I have a big collection. I did a lot of post all of that on my channel. I really want to. I had to put all the other ones in my attic. Do I travel a lot? No. I used to for my last job that I worked. I went to St. Louis a few times. I went to Ohio. I went to uh there's one more place I went to. Um dang it, I can't remember. But I went to all those places for work, and then I ended up going out like on our days off. We would go out to the city and stuff. Um but these are just like stuff that for Miklo and Magic, I met them here in Houston. They came out to Traders Village, which is like a huge outdoor flea market, but they had a meet and greet there. And I also, I got his jacket because they came out in jacket. I don't know what they were doing wearing jackets, and it was hot outside. But the jacket I got, what Miklo was wearing it, and they took it off when they did their entrance. They took their jackets off and they signed them, and I had already paid for in person like a meet and greet with them, so nobody else got the jacket. It was about $100, and Magic ended up signing it too, so I got the one that Miklo was wearing. And it has on the back, it has like La Onda on it. Yes, I should. I just didn't know if I wanted to post mix in like with my business and like my other stuff, but I definitely can. I know it's on my TikTok. Um that one I was mixing everything, and then I started using it for my business, and then I started posting, from a little bit of my day to day. But I mix it all up, it would catch a lot of attention. Thank you. I sure will. I will. Um, I already have all of that in my phone anyway, so why not post it, right? Now you got me excited. You're about to see everything just start blowing up on your feeds and stuff. No topic. Yes. Um, for Johnny Lawrence, we actually went to a Funko Pop convention out in Dallas, and that's where I was able to meet Belle and then Johnny Lawrence. There was a whole bunch of other different going to need six of them. I got you. Yes. Yeah, just message me with your sizes, if you have a shirt color preference, and then what you want on your shirt. So if you want one like that Betty Boop, I can get more of those. Um, but yeah, we went to that convention, and I think at that time it was about the same time a few years ago. They had so many people there, and it was packed. Like, you'd have to go with some money. And we even bought Funko Pops out there too. But it was fun. Um Thank you. I was so, you know what? Yesterday I was so nervous because I didn't know what to say, or if I would yesterday I felt like I was talking too much. Um but it's kind of easier now. And it's only my second day. um but I really wanted to like engage with you guys, because I mean, I know I can sit there and post and post and post like my products, but I wanted you to kind of see like behind the scenes of like how I make them and what all work goes into them. um yeah, definitely let me know. um Lilo's Customizations is my Facebook. um my Instagram is also the same. I love it. Thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I enjoy this time with you guys. I figured I'd show like the face behind of like all the videos. So, honey, this is yesterday how I showed my banner that I got. I ordered one off of Amazon, and this was supposed to go onto my table, but look how tiny it is. I laughed when I got it. You made popcorn. Now I want popcorn. Talking is the way to go. Thank you. Yes. It's cute because it's small, but my tables are 6 foot, so I don't know. But luckily I did order that other big banner that I had got um the day before yesterday. And she did really good. So um fast turnaround on it, especially. Dang, y'all are making me hungry. Y'all are really, really, really making me hungry. And right now, all I'm doing is just cleaning up my stuff so that way I can come in tomorrow to a clean area. Chili cheese fries for you. Oh, that sounds good. For dinner today, we had some quesadillas. Yesterday, we made some pupusas, and today we just used the leftover meat for some quesadillas. And my daughter made the pupusas yesterday. I helped her a little bit, but for the most part, she really did it. And they came out really, really good. Tomorrow, I was thinking of making some enchiladas. But my husband wants some caldo. I had bought some oxtails for him, but he asked me to make him some caldo, which I don't eat oxtails, so it's really gonna be just for him. So you and your baby bottle. Yes, the pupusas really came out so good. They really did. I'm gonna have to change my band-aid. Definitely. And then my mat comes tomorrow. So I definitely won't have this one anymore. Okay. So my guy's gonna pick up his cups here in a little bit. I don't know. They looked weird to me. So I mean, I've never had oxtails. I say I don't like it because I've never tasted it. Um, Thank you. I thought the same thing. Like, so I paid almost, I think it was like almost $30. And the picture looked big, but the package was like so tiny, and I think it had like four of them in there. Maybe if that. It was three or four. Um, so I mean he's gonna eat that in like one sitting. But it's crazy. I don't know. Um Next week, after my event, I'm probably gonna take like 3 days off from creating anything because I'm gonna be making some tamales. $40. Oh my goodness. Oh, that reminded me of that movie. $40 off a baby boy. Um, I guess I'm gonna have to try them. I might try them when I make them. But yes, I'm gonna be making some tamales and I'm gonna be selling them out here. That's where he gets it from. Oxtails are delicious. Yeah, I'll try it. I'm not gonna take a huge one. Yes. My tamales are very, those sell really good. The conversation. I'm glad you do. We went all over the place today. We sure did. I went from two mess ups to fixing them, doing a shirt for you guys, and then yeah, here we are. I like healthy tamales, meaning big. Trust me, mine are filled with a bunch of meat inside. And then I also make my salsa to go with it. Cheese tamales. You know what? That's one thing I have not tried. So I don't know if I want to do it this round. Um, because I don't know. I was thinking pork and chicken for this round. Um, I could probably try the cheese. Do those have like the jalapeno in the middle or papas and beef meat? Oh yeah. Oh, we'll mess that up any day. Um, yeah, I see. Have I ever printed tamales on a shirt? No, no jalapeno, just cheese. Okay, so yeah, pork tamales. I know, but I feel like the pork ones are so much more work than uh the green chile chicken. But I'm making pork this round. I can make sure I save you a dozen. You know what? So I saw this shirt and it's a barbecue shirt. Um and I was like, "Oh, I definitely have to make that." But it really would be a cute shirt. But then it's going to make me hungry too. But the barbecue shirt is set it has a picture of a grill in the middle and it says my meat is definitely going in your mouth. I thought it was hilarious when I seen it and I was like, I'm going to have to make one. I'm gonna have to put my twist on it with the little cow. Oh my god! You know what? I was thinking of that the little Highland cows. I seen um, I seen a few designs that some people are doing with the Highland cows in the kitchen. You know what, Jose? I'm gonna put some tamales on a shirt for you. I will definitely work on that. I just got to figure out what I'm going to say. But definitely, I will be putting it on a shirt for sure. How do you eat your cow? Um, for me, I think any way it can be cooked. Your grandma's tamales, yes. You know what? So, back in the day, they actually used to use the cow heads, or the is it cow head? Yeah, it's a cow's heads. Yeah, no, the pig head. Sorry, the pig head, and they actually used to cook the whole head and get the meat off of the head. They said that's been the best meat. Nowadays, they don't even sell it like that anymore. Oh, you're saying to put that? That would be freaking cute. Okay, I got you. I'll definitely put that. You never had a good granny. Oh my goodness. Not you on the floor. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the live. Yes. I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. Tomorrow I am gonna be doing a few mugs. Um, just to kind of finish off and then pressing a few more shirts. As far as like all of my I'm done making tumblers, and then probably I could probably do the hats that following day. Which I only have two hats, but if all goes well, because I do have a hat that's for sublimation and I want to try it out. Your milkshake. Oh my goodness. You're funny. That is hilarious. To wake up to a pig's head, that's crazy. Yes. And they don't make that. They don't sell it like that anymore. Or at least out here they don't. So I want a Jose Tortillas t-shirt. Oh my gosh, yes. No, I'm so glad to have you guys here. Thank y'all for being here. You know what? And they even have a tortilla blanket. It's crazy. But yes, I think I am about to have to hop off though, guys. It's almost 2 o'clock now. So hello. I got you. Okay, I'm right here in the front room. I'll be right there. Okay. Okay, give me a second, guys. I have to go take my tumblers to the buyer. Okay, I'm back, guys. Um, good night. Yes, good night. I did have fun too. Watch after your shirt, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, my dad is famous." But on another note, thank you so much. Oh, that is so sweet. Yes. I will see you guys again tomorrow, probably about the same time, around 11. As it's the time where everybody's asleep in my house. Um, and I have no distractions. So, um, good night to all of you. And thank you so much for joining my live again and making me laugh. This was a really great time with you guys. Um, Tomorrow I will be pressing a few more shirts and doing a few mugs. All right, guys, to do your artwork. 2 weeks. Awesome. That's awesome. I can't wait to see it too. Good night. Thank you guys.